Alright, hello camera, welcome back to the channel. This of course is another anime reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to Gintama episodes 5 and 6. Now, in the last two episodes, they were pretty much just complete introduction, and I imagine because it's such a long-running series, which will most likely have such a large cast of characters, that this might just be another episode where the main focus of it is introducing another new character to add the ensemble. Though on the other hand, a part of me wants to think maybe after two whole episodes of introducing new characters, they'll take kind of a break from that, not instead having it be more of a comedy focused thing instead of introducing new characters, maybe developing the characters we've met already a little bit, mostly through comedic interactions between the characters we already know while going through some sort of story, some self-contained story throughout this episode. But I'm not really sure. I have to go check real quick. Episode 5 is called Make Friends You Can Call by Their Nicknames Even When You're an Old Fart. So based on that title, I feel like it's either going to be a bonding episode where the characters we know are starting to bond better. Hence, but at the same, with the main story being about an old fart because of what's in the title. But at the same time, it could also be a new character who has a real name, but everyone insists on calling him by a nickname, and that's like a running joke throughout the series, is that he wants to be called by his regular name, but instead his friends keep calling him by his kind of jokey nickname. But I guess we'll not find out until we actually watch the episode. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Also, forgot a couple of things. The first two episode reaction, that's probably going to come out before Haikyuu episode 1 and 2, season 3 episode 1 and 2 reaction, and I paused throughout the reaction, and there was some other weird things going on with Premiere Pro that made it hard for me to not do the way I put up episode 3 and 4 reaction the way I did it. That being just having the discussion on YouTube, and then you can watch the reaction on a different website. But hopefully I'll hold back the urge to pause, and I've actually got a pen and paper that I can use to write down things if I need to, if I want to go back for specific things. It'll be a work in progress. This is the first time I'm doing that sort of thing. I did for episode 4, but I didn't go very far with it. Then with that all the way, in the description there'll be, this will be a timer based on YouTube, but in the description there'll be a picture-in-picture version on Reach TV, so if you want to go watch the reaction, then come back and just watch the discussions on YouTube, you can go ahead and do that. Without further ado, we're going to start the timer-based reaction in a little bit. Alright, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And this is just going to be the generic recap we get throughout the beginning of each episode, just covering what we've learned so far. This is nothing new. So far, from what I've seen of these characters, there isn't really any main motivation that each of them have. I mean, they're calling him, the last man with the spirit of a samurai. He doesn't seem like it, because he's not a very honorable type guy. But the main motivation of the show is probably going to be the whole odd jobs thing, with no... It's going to be an epic silent comedy, basically, is what I was thinking it's going to be like. Is that the story? Yeah, unfortunately, Shinpachi. Here we got the OP. Man, I don't think, even if I was watching this on my own without making this anime reactions, I don't think I'd ever skip this OP because it's a really good song. Maybe I should go find the lyrics at some point just to see what it's about. I kind of hope the lyrics are actually super nonsensical. A show that I started watching very early on in my anime career was Keroro Gunso, or Sergeant Frog, and the first OP, if you read the lyrics to the song, it's just it's nonsensical. They don't actually mean anything. It's just a bunch of random lines, and it's so perfect for the show. Maybe I should make that a reaction series. I only watched the original Funimation dub, which was 78 out of 300 or something episodes. It'll be weird hearing the sub version because I got so used to Todd Habercorn as Sergeant Keroro, but that might just be something I have to deal with, I mean, that's pretty much says everything about the show. Gintoki's serious face, and then a fateful reunion with an old friend in Gintoki's past. Oh, interesting. Can you spell out anti-foreigner faction without looking it up? I mean, okay. So that's gonna be the plot of this episode. It's gonna be meeting with an old friend. 3/4 of the way. I mean, it's like a Kaneki beating Ayato half to death by breaking 103 of his bones. My God. Uh, why is your nose bleeding? Yeah, because that's the joke in anime. Instead of boners, it's nosebleeds, which is just suspicious to see her nose bleeding over that crap. Well, she's no ordinary girl, though. Mind your. That's really what it says. Mind your sugar levels. Yeah. So we're starting off with a very average day here. Got no work, as always, and Peter Parker crashed while delivering a pizza. Make friends that you can call by their nicknames even when you're an old fart. Is he not? Is he? Oh, I was gonna say, is he already dead? Somehow this is gonna tie into the whole Gintoki's old friend thing of Tosei. I think that's the first time we've heard that out loud. So it's a male person, it looks like. Yeah. Don't know what you're expecting there, Shinpachi. Don't open that. Don't just open random letters, please. Oh. Oh, I thought it was for him. His Amazon package. It's probably for him. Really? A mysterious package to the. Oh no. Is that at like an embassy of sorts? Yeah, right. It's probably nothing serious. Oh. Hmm. I feel like that homeless person on the side of the street is probably the one we're looking for. A wolf man. We can't afford to give someone pickled seaweed. That's our precious dinner. Your dog sniffing out. Oh, you idiot. Okay. It was a bomb. I thought they were going to subvert expectations and have it be completely harmless. Like a sponge or something. I don't know. Man, that caused a big hole. Yeah, get the hell out. So close to a Nigirunda, yo. Wow. He's not that selfless. Hey, shouldn't you be strong enough to pull them along, Kagura? Oh. Curious how all the dogs look to be of the same breed. Yeah, so this is definitely the Gintoki's old friend guy. But I just wonder what their exact relationship is. Oh, Zura. Kotaro Zura. Huh. He's just terrible with names. He called Shinpachi Shinichi in the first episode, third episode, whatever. Oh. So it might just be a running gag for Gintoki to just keep calling people by nicknames even though they hate it. Is he a part of that terrorist? Oh, these are the people that I said I was interested in seeing more about. Is that the one guy with the sword in the beginning? The hero of the Amanto War. Oh, more world building. Yeah. I wonder what this group is called, because I don't know what to call them right now. It's awfully presumptuous. They've obviously got to be some kind of illegal group, or maybe they're an official group because of the sword band that they mentioned in episode 3. They shouldn't be able to have swords like that, I assume. Just, it's soaked in, but I feel like mentioning it again. Microphone, camera, sounds of a helicopter while wearing like that whole kimono. Man, it's a terrible picture of Shinpachi. Gotta call home. Was it a good? I guess because you got away, but oh, we're hiding out of his place. Well, tell me he doesn't remember. A terrorist. Yeah, I'm not a terrorist. I'm a freedom fighter. Oh. Okay. I can't believe I predicted. I predicted like what? 2, 3 lines now? Okay. So this guy's Kondo. Okay, the guy with the cigarette is Toshi. He seems to be like he'll be more important to the plot than this Kondo guy, who appears to be like the leader of sorts. I'm wondering what exactly this group, the Shinsengumi, only give credit after distinguished military service. So they're the Shinsengumi. They're some kind of military group. But if they're, I wonder if they're official or not. They might be official, or maybe they're just bounty hunters or something, because they're going after Katsura. Interesting. Really? What is that outfit? You'd blend in better with the kimono. Hmm. I was about to say, so they're basically massive racists, but they just said it, basically. I mean, they did attack, and that's a good way of thinking of it, but what about the innocent aliens that, you know, that don't have anything to do with that? Like the ones that were born after the invasion happened. Gonna expel them too, even though they did nothing wrong. Just for being born. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, did that frog have facial hair? It looked like a frog had facial hair. Ah. I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out. Bushy brows. It's pretty easy to figure out, considering it was a bomb you had to deliver. A sword? Oh. No, it's something else. He's just handing him the sword. But expelling all foreigners, is that really the way to go? Oh boy, I think I might be running out of space on my camera. Might have to pause. Actually, you know what? Apologies for that camera. I had to free up some space on my camera to actually be able to keep recording. Should be fine. You shouldn't even notice it. It'll just be like a slight cut. But we're just being offered a chance to fight against this corrupt way the world works right now. Oh. Why do I... It's either gonna keep up this serious thing. Oh, with the headband, it's kind of like in the OP, right? It's either gonna flip it all on its head as some kind of comedy thing, or it's actually gonna keep up the serious tone. And honestly, I don't know which way the scene is leaning towards. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a hard no. Neither do I. I just want to... Yeah, we lost. Despite being a pretty serious... Well, jeez. Despite being pretty serious of a scene so far, they're still sneaking in comedy bits, and now it's gone straight back into the comedy. It's just their way of talking with each other. They're old friends. Oh yeah? Deep down, you still have that killer instinct. Gonna blow it up? And then what? You're just gonna... Yeah, okay. Expunge them or exterminate them. Just gonna commit genocide. Just like that, man. Jesus. This is pretty heavy. Oh, you'll get treated as a terrorist either way. Jesus, this is so heavy for being like supposedly a lighthearted, goofy series. Shinsengumi. I'm gonna see if I can look up a translation of what that is. Okay, so official police, basically. This is the anti-terrorist portion of it. Boss. I mean, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Unless it's like the video game type of boss where you have to go and do all the dirty work anyway, despite being the boss. As in he's on drugs? Ooh, I want to see that. He was an terrorist. I don't really know for sure. This guy, what was his name again? It was Toshi. Is he going to be acting as the rival to Gintoki for this series? Ichikata. Oh, just bring an RPG. Ichikata Toshi. This is the guy that was sleeping. I forget what his name was, but it started with an A, I'm certain. Oh, you've ruined Gintoki's naturally wavy hair. Oh, oh, that was the bomb from the OP when he's on screen. Afro. Afro Gintoki is real and he is coming for you. What are you doing, Kagura? You probably shouldn't be punching or pushing those buttons. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I was about to say that perfectly lines up with Gintoki's philosophy that we heard about in episode 3. Huh! I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that. God damn it, Kagura. Oh, even there, like, even they. Oh, VCR. Despite all of the technological advances, still only VCR. Yeah. What are you gonna do against unpredictable, chaotic forces like this? Shouldn't have told him it was a bomb. Just run past him and hand it to him like it's a football or something. Uh, are they playing the? I forget what it's called. With like the last letter of a word or phrase. How long is this hallway? Jesus. He's still holding it. Alright, well, that was a pretty big explosion. I probably wouldn't have done much about. Oh my god. Probably wouldn't have done much against, that big ass terminal. He still fell pretty far, didn't he? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Even though he was kind of accusing him of changing oh, after the war or whatever. Oh, what is that TV? A tender drama. There's only demons in the world, damn it. Is this the same soap that Pinko Koizumi? Is this damn dude? Half your fault for that happening to your soap. Okay, that's one more or no, two, maybe a few more characters on this ED that we now know. Cause obviously we got Shinpachi, Kagura, Gintoki. Now we have Zura, which is the guy that's T-posing in this ED. Man, this came out 2006, way ahead of its time. And then there's the I've already forgotten what it's called. The group that Toshi belongs to. It's gonna take some time for me to get used to remembering their names. But we've got the landlord, Miss Otose. Rock Lee as a cat girl. It's this guy with the sleeping mask. It's something Kondo maybe. Is he somehow related to Shinpachi's younger sister, older sister, Toshi? And then there's still one more I don't think we've met yet who plays badminton. Some ninja that likes bleach. Shinsei, that's what it is, right? I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Which is the armed like anti-terror group, and I think it's official too. It's like an official part of the police system or whatever. And I think they mentioned a military at some point as well. But let me go back for a second. The one thing that I left timestamp on my book at. Yeah, this frog-looking creature. He's got like facial hair. He's got a mustache. I don't know what some of these are supposed to be. This dude's just a guy with a mohawk. Looks like there's a pretty low variety of what these alien creatures are. It looks like mostly like humanoid animal types, like human bodies, animal heads type things, which it's pretty bland, I guess you could call it. Another thing that I've really noticed going throughout this episode, and I can kind of excuse it because it's 2006, but at the same time, and maybe just because it's also like early episodes, but animation was pretty meh. Even for 2006 standards, even for the first few episodes, like even after like the first like, I guess this is technically, if you skip the first two episodes, the third episode, if you're going by the 3 episode rule, whether or not you want to keep watching this entire show. But I think outside, like this is probably a good example, the fight with Toshi and Gintoki, it's a lot of stills with the camera moving and very little, actual movement from the characters. But then they did have like a pretty good animation moment. They had a good cut with this one guy with the rocket launcher, and how he fires it and the camera pulls back while it follows the rocket for a short while. That was pretty good. I like that. So this my first prediction I think it was about before I started this episode. This is just introducing more characters with comedy scenes, but I think out of all the character introduction episodes we've gotten so far, this is probably the most interesting one to me, mostly because it also started to get into like slightly heavier themes about this whole group of like, natives to Earth or whatever being like racist towards these aliens that came in and took over their land, giving them an unfair treaty, things like that, and wanting to exterminate all of them. And that's really interesting, and it was also really interesting to see like how Gintoki was kind of related to it, because obviously Zura, or Katsura as his real name is, because his nickname is Zura, which explains the title of this episode. They knew each other from back when they were fighting in the actual war. No, not 20 years ago. I don't, unless Gintoki is a lot older than I think he is. But seeing a character and like meeting characters, new characters that have history with pre-established characters will always be like baseline more interesting than completely new characters, unless they have something that immediately makes them stand out. So overall, I'd say this probably wasn't the most exciting episode or the most, comedic episode, or at least I didn't. It was still very funny, but I didn't find it as funny as like some of the other, like the previous 2 episodes. I was gonna say previous episodes, but I've only seen 2 other episodes. But in terms of world building and sort of characterization, because we've obviously gotten into a slightly better look at Gintoki's past and his relationships with other people in the past, this episode so far has got to be probably my favorite in that regard, because we learn more about the world with the Shinsengumi, the way that this whole society was created, obviously with the unfair treaty that was created when the samurai were at that huge disadvantage in the war, and there's also the freedom fighters group or whatever that are fighting to change that. So I know this is supposed to be like a lighthearted comedy, at least from what I've heard. There's a lot of lighthearted moments and comedy moments, and even some of the serious moments, like when Gintoki and Katsuda finally like reunited back at their base or whatever, despite Katsuda going on about their past and him Gintoki rejoining him. They're still sneaking in like jokes, and especially like when Katsuda pulled out the time bomb, that was a good thing, like background like visual comedy. Gintoki is having this like having a back and forth with Katsuda, and it was real serious, but in the background you just see Katsuda, squatting down, poking at the thing because she doesn't really get what it is. And that's pretty much all I had to say about this episode. So we'll see about getting into the next episode. We're going to be getting into the episode 6 of Gintama in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Another thing that I'm interested in that I didn't mention in the discussion just a little bit ago is that I'm interested in to see what role the Shinsengumi and Toshi specifically will play in the future. And that's because I mentioned while watching it, but Toshi seemed kind of like a rival character from Gintoki, like with his introduction and everything. So, and obviously they've got to have some sort of role in the future, as they are like part of the police or the military or what have you. And that really is the story, Shinpachi. And I also have to wonder, will the police actually be going after Gintoki now? Will that be like a thing for a short while until they come up with some kind of solution to that like that part of the story? Because they are technically wanted for associated with terrorists right now. Like, maybe I'm thinking too deep into this because I'm watching a goofy comedy series right now. But I would imagine, and that's what Gintoki looked like back during that war. I wonder how much more that's going to come up. Back when he was a military type. And I still need to know what these skeleton warriors are all about. And if that will be a fight, if that'll be a climax of this short story arc. Seem like they're like themes of like moving on from the past and that part of the OP. Man, there's so much in the OP I still don't understand yet. But I wonder if even in this goofy comedy series, like things like that is gonna be brought up. Like if in this episode, for example, which reminds me I didn't look up the episode title, but I'm sure I'll figure it out soon enough. If Gintoki and crew will be on the run from the cops for a while or something. Suspected for the bombing the Odd Jobs gang. Oh, that's exactly what I was wondering. By the way, this man is the boss, and he's holding a glass of brandy. Interesting. Oh, we've seen her in the ED. So she's an idol, huh? Keep your promise even if it kills you. That just makes me think that title's got something to do with this idol, huh? I mean, I wonder how many more people know about the past that Katsuda remembers when they were fighting together and whatever. How old is Gintoki? I gotta look that up. There's nothing to confess to. Ooh. Oh! Shinpachi! Calm down, man. That's not how innocent people act. Oh, you're making him cry. Oh, Oh. 3. I mean, come on, man. They don't know the whole story. Wait, what? Stop. Goodbye, fourth wall. You're probably gonna keep getting like monitored by the police. There's no way you'll be the straight man. He just stepped in it. Why should we help you? Oh, that's a bad idea, man. Barf, babe. Oh, what is this, a reality TV show? What? The naturally wavy hair. No guns, just swords. Oh, they don't feel like doing anything about it. They're just like, yeah, whatever, we'll go with it. Wow. Gintoki, you're just gonna... I guess, will they do anything about it since they had a hostage and he was acting like, oh, there's nothing I can do about it? Or will they actually, like, take him in for aiding a criminal if they can prove he wasn't faking it? Or he was faking it, rather. She's just asleep. Oh, okay, I think I'm starting to get it. The idol is his daughter or something, and he made a promise to come see her performance. And he's gonna go see it no matter what. Or maybe it's her birthday. Or maybe it's not his daughter, and he's just like a really obsessed fan. And he went to jail for it or something. Of course. I gotta fall. Aw, darn. What happened to safety first, Gintoki? I thought that was your motto. What is that? That's... what? I'm glad we're seeing more of what... maid cafes. More world building. It's similar to modern day Japan, but with more kimonos in public. Really? Moe intersection? Oh no. Man, this is an empty street. Not even anyone on the sidewalks. Oh, mada. Oh my god. You're just making things worse on yourself, you guys. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, come on, you guys. I can't... oh, Jesus. Oh, that was him screaming. I almost didn't catch that. What was that guy? Hold on a second. Like 11 for... or 740. Need to go back to that. That must have been the blockade on Moe intersection. Dude, you have a steering wheel. How does it maneuver like that? I guess you're just not supposed to think about it too hard. Huh. Maybe a criminal, but I'm not a monster. Oh, God. How does that happen? What? My son and I walked the path of darkness and evil. Man, Kagura has not woken up even a little bit. What? Oh. You know, for just having a little bit of fun, Gintoki, going through an awful lot of work to help this old criminal dude. Exactly. Really? I guess I can see that. I already have an idea of what this special day is, but I'm curious if I'm right or not. I'll just have to wait and watch the rest of the episode to see what it is. It's obviously connected to this idol, though. Performance. What? Your father is a bleep bleep. Interesting already. Oh, nice. A music sequence. To Terracotta. So that was it. It's just because he wanted to see it. See the show. The promise. It's got to be the promise. Okay. Okay. It just makes me think it's his daughter, because he said he went to prison. Wait, because a moment of pleasure. Wow. Damn. Roasting idol fans. Oh, okay. So that's where that shot's from the OP of Shinpachi. Huh. Who was this dude? Chief. Captain of Otsu's fan club. This is where you'd rather be than hanging out with us. Yeah, that's worse than being a terrorist. Come on, Shinpachi. Being an idol fan. Oh. How easily we throw out our friends. Okay, so it's the first ever live show. Well, she recognizes him. Oh, I'm just waiting for this episode to have like a really wholesome, happy ending. Oh, I can't read that. So this is another one of those. This is an interesting song. Second single. Your father is a bleep bleep. What? This is a very interesting idol. The two of you, mother and daughter. So that's gotta be his daughter. But why did he go to prison because of a moment of pleasure? Because he cheated on his wife or something? Oh, that might explain why the song's called Your Father's a Bleep Bleep. She doesn't think too highly of her father or something. Yeah. Now I'm curious what exactly he did. Is he? He must be a famous criminal then. Right. When the time comes, you can't say those words. Hmm. What if it's instead of being like rude towards her father, like she just isn't able to tell her father off about or whatever, or tell her father off when the time comes. But what if it's instead she really cares about her father and she just can't bring herself to say it because it would ruin her career and her mother wouldn't like it or something? Hmm. My God. That sucks. Like. Again, I'm saying it's either that she wants to tell her father she really loves him or that she forgives him or something. But it could be. They could just keep it vague. Yeah, they just could leave it completely empty, him being content to watch his daughter from afar. Oh. 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 My heart. That's so sweet. And also heartbreaking at the same time. You forgot the flowers, dude. No, there's no way she forgot. You. She's still your. You're still her dad. Even that still means something. It's not like you were a terrible father that abused her or something. It's not too late. Oh. Someone jumped on stage. And a manto. What? Oh no. Oh, is it this guy? Oh, I thought he was just like a weird looking human for the comedic, like visual comedy or whatever, but he's actually an alien. Jeez. Yeah. How did you not even notice? So this is a race of alien that when they get excited, they go eat. Oh God, that's terrifying. Watch, he's gonna. I'm predicting it now. Dad's gonna come in, save his daughter, and then she's gonna like slap him or say something mean to him. Not because he's a murderer, but because he forgot the million roses. Oh, or maybe he's gonna be a maskless or a masked hero that saves his daughter. She'll never know his true identity, and he'll just be content to watch her from the sides or something. Oh. No, he still got the mask on. Yeah. Oh, man, this reminds me of that one episode of Zombieland Saga with Lily. Oh, let's go, Carger. I'm surprised you didn't take the lead from the start. What, 4 straight weeks at the top? Dining kitchen. Oh my god. Oh, this. What? What? I need to go back and reread that. I felt like I missed something there for a second. Oh. Okay. Get him, Shinpachi. Goddamn. Oh. It's not a million, but are they even? They're not even roses. They're just weeds. Oh, but it's the thought that counts, right? Bakayoro. They always remember, man. It's your precious daughter. There's also that. Aww. Is she gonna get like scared that he's a pervert or something? Okay. Aww. Oh no! You can't. Oh, my heart. Oh. Man. Break out of prison as many times as I have to. Figure 4 lock. Oh. What are these chants? Indian Deathlock. It's gotta be the most interesting, second most interesting, like, idol related anime things I've ever seen in my life. I've only seen 2 idol anime and like probably a bunch of other idol gags in other anime. This is an idol gag in another anime, but I've seen Zombieland Saga and forget what's it called, Backstreet Goku Dolls. 2 very weird but entertaining idol things. One of these days I'm gonna give an idol anime a try. I wish I had subtitles for this. This sucks I don't, but oh, it's a really good episode. I thought they were gonna do a thing where they changed up the lyrics of the song, so she actually said what she wanted to say about her father or whatever, like in the song's lyrics or whatever. But I guess not. But it's another character in the ED we now know. Although I've already forgotten her name, and I feel bad because this is so far definitely my favorite episode. Yeah, there she is. I guess I probably should have guessed that she was an idol based on the microphone, but then by this logic, we should be learning about the purple-haired ninja type girls next, which I assume will be next episode, episode 7. But yeah, this is definitely so far my favorite episode. Didn't have as much in terms of like world building or, you know, lore, but overall well, I don't. I wouldn't say it has my favorite like comedy. I think that still goes to episode 4, but just like like the even though we didn't get to know them for very long or know terribly too much about them, like the story from the characters, and just like the little storyline that we got, and like the small amount of characterization for each character we got, even though it was like a small episodic thing, it really felt like there was, well, not really an arc to it, but there was definitely like a setup and and then an emotional payoff, and I think it really worked because it really got me. I love that. That was amazing. And I mentioned it, but it definitely is most likely Zombieland Saga was inspired by this episode of Gintama, but that really reminded me of that one episode of Zombieland Saga with Lily and her father. Just good. That was a really good episode of Zombieland Saga. Personally, my favorite episode was the one dedicated to Saki Nikaido, because she's the best girl. But that's a whole other topic. I think I didn't notice it as much, but animation's still pretty average for the most part. Obviously, there's a bit more dynamic action. That's because they were animating certain action, that being the car chase, with 3D models. I need to go back to, what was it, 740 ish, because at first, yeah, here we go. This guy, at first I thought he was wearing some kind of mask, and then the mouth moved as he was getting surprised. So either it's just like an anime thing that happened to be like that, even though it maybe wasn't like that in the manga or something. Either that's like a very specific race of like Amanto or whatever, one of those alien species, or, and this is a long shot, I don't think it's true, it might be completely off base, but it could be like a half breed, like between one of the Amantos and the humans. Because now that I'm looking about it, of course it would make sense if there was a plot point later down the line with that plot point of the aliens and the regular humans, if they could be like a couple, like obviously they're coexisting with each other, but could they ever like be in romantic relationships with each other? And I don't know if that's like a dumb question. I don't know if we've seen that kind of thing in the background and I just haven't noticed it, but I find it most likely that that'll be like a plot point in the future or something. Like maybe not a central plot point, maybe something that's particular to a certain character that's like brought up at one point and then is, not really relevant for the rest of the episode. But I think it would be an interesting bit of world building later down the line in the series. Still had really great comedy, great like emotional story. So yeah, definitely this is my favorite episode so far. Let me check. 19 minutes. It's time we left the building. All the yakiniku you can eat. I wonder if that's like a joke, that only like if that's some kind of like pun or wordplay or something I'm clearly not getting. Because unless dining kitchen, like I don't know Japanese, but I'm gonna listen to see. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe it's just saying it for the sake of being funny. I'm not particularly receptive to like just saying random things equals funny, but I'm not really sure what that means. If anyone in the comments feels like explaining it to me, unless that's like a mistranslation or something, or just something I'm entirely not getting, I don't know. But oh wait, oh no, I might have to go back, because it looks like before the preview there was a little additional thing that I just completely skipped over because I thought it was the preview. I might just add this to the end of. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna watch it real quick. Kabukicho, Kamaracho, good-looking foreign hosts. It's like Bunchin, Kintoki. Wait, that's just his name. Gintama. Interesting. This isn't cosmetic surgery. I was born with a butt chin. Yeah, I don't even. Were those things in the ends of the other episodes and I just completely missed it? That's crazy. I think that's pretty much everything I had to say regarding this episode. Yeah, for the most part, it was a pretty uncomplicated, very wholesome, feel good thing. So, with that all being said, now that I'm done with the reaction to episode 5 and episode 6, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed. God damn it. Subscribe for more and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified whenever I upload more reactions to Gintama or anything else I do in the future. See you later, camera.